For more than 30 years, Veterans Parkway has been part of Sioux Falls' long-range transportation plans. While drivers can already use portions of the roadway, another major section is nearing completion. In tonight's Eye on Keloland, Tom Hansen shows us why the project isn't just about building another road, it's about preparing Sioux Falls for decades of future growth.
It's a road that's been years in the making. In fact, planning for Veterans Parkway dates back to the early 1990s, long before much of eastern Sioux Falls looked the way it does today. Now that vision is steadily becoming a reality. Crews are putting finishing touches on the latest 2-mile section of Veterans Parkway between Cliff Avenue and Sycamore Avenue.
We've got all the paving down, we've got the medians kind of complete. We're doing touch-up work, is what I would call it. Placing the topsoil, getting everything seeded, sealing all the joints in the concrete, and then at the same time working on lighting, putting up the traffic lights and getting everything positioned there so that we can open this to traffic, hopefully in November.
While it may look like just another construction project, officials say Veterans Parkway has always been a much bigger deal than that. It's designed to become a second major north-south corridor on the east side of Sioux Falls, running parallel to Interstate 229.
This all started back in the early 90s from a planning standpoint. So when somebody talks about just transportation planning in general, it takes time, right? And it takes coordination, and it's a great effort between our partners at the DOT, the city of Sioux Falls.
When the project was first envisioned, Interstate 229 sat along the edge of Sioux Falls. Today, neighborhoods, businesses, and schools surround it. Veterans Parkway is being built further east, where city leaders expect Sioux Falls to continue growing for years to come.
What they identified was trying to get a corridor that parallels that, and that's what we're going to have is from that T interchange and connection to I-90, it will parallel 229 running around the periphery of our city as it sits today.
A project of this size is actually a partnership between the city of Sioux Falls and the state of South Dakota, which means there's a lot of cooperation and coordination. That partnership requires years of planning. Utilities have to be relocated, city streets have to line up, intersections, traffic signals, and future development will all have to fit together before the first car ever drives down this road.
There's a lot of collaboration between the city and the state, of course, federal funding to help get this project built. So we work with the city. The city has arterials that tie into South Veterans Parkway as well. So we're working with them and making sure that they're having their utilities tie in, their streets tie in, everything's going to function. At the end of the project, the city will actually take over the road itself.
The finished roadway will feature 6 lanes of traffic and a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit. Unlike the interstate, Veterans Parkway is designed as a limited access corridor with fewer intersections, allowing traffic to move efficiently while still serving nearby neighborhoods and businesses.
229 is busy, right? We get to the rush hours of in the morning and at night, and it's really busy and can be congested at times. So it should help relieve some of that stress, as well as help our growth of our city.
The current section is expected to open this fall. Construction on the next phase from Sycamore Avenue north to 57th Street is expected to begin next year. The final western connection from Veterans Parkway to Interstate 29 is expected to follow after that. When every phase is complete, Veterans Parkway will stretch more than 16 miles across Sioux Falls.
It'll be a huge impact to the city to be able to connect, essentially another way to connect I-29 over to I-90, because it'll connect the north Veterans Parkway corridor to the south new Veterans Parkway corridor. So when it's finally complete, there will be that 6 lanes of traffic that'll essentially go from T all the way to exit 402 on the east side of Sioux Falls.
A project first imagined more than 3 decades ago is finally taking shape. And as Sioux Falls continues to expand, city and state leaders believe Veterans Parkway will become one of the community's most important transportation corridors for generations to come. With Eye on Keloland, I'm Tom Hansen.
Veterans Parkway will also be pedestrian friendly. There will be a shared asphalt walking/bike path along the entire parkway when it's finished.